I've met, I think, nearly all of them now, but your family, it's a family event when there's a sidecar meeting on in North Queensland for the Cohens. You've got Jess, your mum, your dad, like just everyone turns up. Kick back and give a bit of thanks to the family, man, for sort of keeping the home fires lit and sort of helping you keep it all ticking.
Mate, I don't know how they put up with me, to be honest with you. Like obviously they love me and I love them more than anything on this planet. And if they put the hard word on me, mate, and told me to give it up, I'd give it up, But even me mum's come around after 20 years, after the big crashes, she never wanted me to do it again. But I think they know that it's a part of me, it's who I am. And seeing me young fellas watch, and even Madison, like they look up to you, they idolise you. You're different to everyone else's dad, They're like, your dad races them, you've got to be kidding me, So I thrive on being a bit different, hence the pink bike and all the out there colours and all the rest of it. So I'm not shy of being different, but I love them endlessly. And if ever they put the hard word on me, mate, I'd definitely throw it away. But they back me 150%. And when I travel away like this season, that's going to be tough on Jess and the kids, because obviously we can't afford to fly all of them down to all of those meetings. And 10 or 11 meetings over 6 months is a big ask. So I love and thank them more than anyone in the whole team, obviously. Like I said, it's a big team venture. I can't do it without any of them. I can't do it without my missus, my mum, my dad, all my sponsors. It's not physically possible, to do it. Like you said, from where we are, it makes it difficult. And the level that I want to do it at, it's obviously quite expensive. So hence why I bust my balls as hard as I do at work and do the best I can there to obviously go and do what I want to do.
I'm not mad about it, eh? When I go up north and the whole Cohen clan's there, it's pretty good. And I just want to sort of kick back to guys you've known and better friends for a lot longer, but the South Australian crew, man, we were sitting at your place one night and I think I was asking you about Putty and now he's one of my best mates. So it's pretty cool, the little scene going on in South Australia, but you got to mention Nishi and the crew because, I love going down to see them.
Oh, mate, they're my best mates. Nishi and I have been best mates for about 20 years now, and Putty probably just as long, actually, to be honest with you. So they're different. It becomes a brotherhood, It's not a bikie gang or anything like that. It's just it's a family, man. You go down there and you race and you become a family. Like you said, we have racing and stuff up here, and you can trade paint all night, and then you go to the bar and just talk stories and tell each other how fast you were and what you did and what you didn't do. And we're all as full of shit just as much as the last bloke, So it's a good story. It's a good laugh. And, mate, the people that I've met, and I even said this to someone yesterday, Speedway gives you a reason. Like, I wouldn't have went to Perth, I took my whole family over to Perth and we had a holiday and it was awesome. And I met Dwight and Sandra Williams and Wayne Miller and all his family. And like, I'll cherish that forever. They become part of my family, Like they're going to all fly over and watch the centenary meeting. They're probably going to come and watch a couple other ones. They're people that I just met 6 months ago, and you can't replace it. We've all got the same drug running through our veins, and we just want speed and love the bikes and all the rest of it. So it's a family, man, and it creates friendships that just last forever.
It's kind of nice just to sit down for a little bit, man, because, your day job, you're flat out on the same way, and it's just nice to sit down, a bit of peace and quiet and talk a bit of speedway.
Yeah, man, it is. I love it. I don't sort of get too much time to just chill. I sort of here, as soon as my eyes open to as soon as they shut, all I think's about is the business, really. So we don't get much time away from that. And but that's life, mate. We've all got to go to work. We've all got to make money. And business isn't as pretty as it all looks from the outside. So there's always more to juggle. But that's what we choose to do, mate. So like we said, doesn't matter whether you're digging a hole or building a house. Everyone's got to go to work. So we'll do that. So then we can go and play on the weekends and do shit like this and sit back and have a chat about how good Speedway is.
Yeah, and like we were saying, you have won the Moon before, you've won the Queenslands before. Um, I'm very excited, like I might have already said, just to see how things progress towards Tamworth because, like I said, it's a track I've seen you go really fast on, but like you were saying, you're in the development stages of stuff. So how can you be fast out the box when you're trying to develop bikes? So there's a lot of things you've eliminated. So are you feeling good about how things are going to start rolling forward?
Yeah, I do, mate. Yeah, I had a ride on the new bike at the last Piney Park Club Day, and like I said, we've set them up for separate tracks, and it sounds sport and selfish and all the rest of it, but they've obviously you've got different combinations, like, and your good blokes will do that, and everyone will do that, I suppose. But I'm hoping what we've got there will work perfectly at Tamworth. It wasn't ideal at Piney Park. It was a bit slick, and it's sort of that bike, I've basically set it up for Tamworth. So I think we should be right once we get there. It is trial and error, and I'm no engineer and I'm no wizard, but I'm backing who's helped us out and who's built it and put it all together. So I feel that it's got plenty of power there, and I think it's going to do what I expect it to. So I'm pretty excited to get to Tamworth. I'll go down and do the East Coast Roundup there on the 21st of October, I think. So that'll be our first run on it down there. That'll be the first hit out of seeing if we're close or not. And then if we're not, we'll come back and assess what we've got to do, fix that, and then go back again in January. I think they've got another. So I think we'll get 2 or 3 there before the Aussies. So yeah, in this stage of my career, if I can't work it out in 3 hits, then, I shouldn't be up there anyway. So hopefully come Aussie title times, it'll be dialed in, and hopefully we've got the best equipment underneath us to get the job.
For me is a place I really enjoy going because just the whole vibe of everyone there is killer. But not only that, it's such a massive track. And, when you got big motors singing real bad, like Hutto was there when I was there last. And, man, it just is a track that if you've got heaps of power in that, it looks like it's really usable. So when you ride Tamworth, is there multiple lines that progress through the night generally, or is it sort of a up high or down low sort of deal?
No, certainly, mate. It's actually one of my favourite tracks, and I think that's the reason why is exactly what you said. I think it's about 440 metres long, but it's about 17 metres wide, so you can get 6 across the start line there, and no other tracks in Australia you can do that at, I believe so anyway. But it gives you so many options, like come the final time, Darren and I at the New South Wales title you spoke about, we were fighting over gate 6. There's not often you come to a final and you both want the outside gate. I think he went 6, so I went 5. So it's a track where you can create options from so many different angles because you've got 17 metres of width. So you can go in deeper and change direction, and it does give you a lot of different options. And you were dead right. It is a track where horsepower and speed's got a lot to do with it. Hence, our new option of the new bike that we're going to try and run there. And that's the theory in it, mate. We've run the same R1 there a few times and can't quite crack Darren there with that. He's always been one step above us. So, and like I said, mate, it's not Darren we're worried about. There's plenty of them out there. There's 16 that can win. But we're taking the best package there to hopefully beat all 15 of them, mate. That's the plan.
Look no further. If you want a construction company you can trust, they're going to deliver 10 times out of 10. Look no further than Cohen Constructions Townsville. Everything from patios, bathrooms, kitchens, roofing, renovations, new constructions and commercial fit-outs. Free, no obligation quotes. Contact the team at Cohen Constructions, Townsville. Master Builders Queensland proud member QBC 152359190. Contact the team at Cohen Constructions, Townsville. No, but I do want to briefly talk about Darren because I'm sure it's dawned on you a few times, but it does to me every now and then. I can't believe that I'm in the era of the greatest of all time of my sport that I enjoy. So you've got a pretty cool relationship with him. So just say a few words about Daz.
Oh, mate, he's been my idol and my mentor since I was probably, 13 or 14 years old. Same as Glenn and Nathan. Darren used to live with us. Darren and Justin used to live with us. When they come up and race, they'd stay with us. And our house was a bit of a drop-in centre for all the speedway riders that come from down south. So I was playing ping pong against Darren when I was bloody 12 years old, So, and he wouldn't even let me win then. So that's how competitive and a pain in the arse he is. But that's what drives me, and he makes me want to keep doing it. Some people ask sometimes, why do you do it? And I won't tell too many people, but I'll tell everyone over social media. He's 55 years old, mate, and he's still doing it. That's incredible, Like, I'm only 37 and I'm feeling it already. So for him to be doing that and still at the top of his game, mate, and he's obviously, like you said, mate, he's won 40-something state titles, I've won 3, like it's just ridiculous. Like, it's not even – but in each sport you'll get one of them freaks, your Valentino Rossi's and your Casey Stoners and your Mick Doohans and, there's one in a lifetime like that. I honestly don't think anyone will ever come close to what Darren's done because he's, on a personal level, he's made a lot of sacrifices as well, to be able to do that. They all think that it's easy and this, that and the other, but he does a lot of things that people, don't see behind the scenes, the sacrifices he makes to be able to do what he does. The amount of hours he puts in, he puts a wash day goes for 2 days, I wash my bike in 6 hours and everyone goes, well, what are you doing? What are you doing? He takes 2 days to prepare it to wash his bike, but hats off to him, mate. He's got more titles and that than anyone. And like I said, Mark Playstead's coming along, mate. So he's won 3 in a row. So who knows how long Mark would go for? But it's definitely a big bloody calendar to try and catch. That's for sure. And hats off to him, mate. And I think that's what makes him obviously drive the rest of us to try and be as good or just try and beat him. I just want to beat him.
I think you and everyone else, mate. But I'm kind of out of stuff I really want to talk about for this sort of thing. But thank you so much for coming on again, bro. And I actually think you were the very first one I ever did. And I think it was in the van at Tamworth or something. So, yeah, things have come a long way, man.
Thing or no, that you actually did or interview, or is that what we did in the van? I appreciate you, Dave. You're doing a good job, mate. And, yeah, like I said, man, good to have a chat. I haven't spoke for a while. So, you're doing a great job and everything you've done for the sport, man, is second to none. So appreciate everything you're doing as well from behind the scenes. And it gives everyone an insight of what's going on in everyone else's world and everyone else's team, man. The people that you've covered over the last 2 years, people have got insights on people that they've never even spoken to. So hats off to you too, Dave. You're killing it, man. Appreciate you.
Cheers, brother.
What a way to start your sort of national season, mate. I was lucky enough to be up there for it and you finally did it, mate. So is the confidence starting to flow forward now?
Yeah, mate, it is. Everyone knows that I'm a bit of a confidence rider, when my bubble bursts, I sort of kick rocks and stones. But we're trying a different approach this season. And as always, with the team and I have put in 150%. So the bikes are ready. I'm getting fitter and I'm getting ready. So the start of the fitness program. But to kick off the Queensland, have a win with the Queensland title, obviously state champs and straight into the Aussie titles. That makes the Aussie titles a lot easier. And we've got a couple of different packages that we're trying, and so far so good. 3 out of 3 meetings we've done what we wanted to do, and this one we've just started with a win convincingly. So hopefully we can keep it together, man, and everything lines up for us at the end of the season.
Well, we've already discussed this publicly and that, mate, but it doesn't happen easy. So do you want to give a quick shout out to Jess and the fam at home, bud?
Mate, certainly. I couldn't do it without her, and me boys and me daughter. They, mean the world to me, obviously, and I miss them dearly every time I go away. But obviously, it's an expensive sport, and with travel and logistics and planes and all the stuff we've got to do to get here, it's just not feasible for me to bring all the kids. But I hope they're having a good time at home, and I'll try and come home with the trophies.
All right, mate. Thanks for having a chat, bud.
Cheers. All right.